In today's video, we're going to begin by exploring the concept of osmosis, followed by a detailed explanation of what is meant by water concentration, and finally we will see how these ideas relate to cells. Before we dive into osmosis, let us quickly revisit the idea of diffusion. As explained in a previous video, diffusion refers to the net movement of particles from an area where they are more concentrated to an area where they are less concentrated. For example, oxygen or glucose molecules often diffuse into a cell by moving down their concentration gradient. If you are not already familiar with diffusion, it would be very beneficial to watch that video first. Now, turning our attention to osmosis, it is important to understand that osmosis is simply a special form of diffusion, but it specifically refers to the diffusion of water molecules. The correct definition of osmosis is the net movement of water molecules through a partially permeable membrane from a region of higher water concentration to a region of lower water concentration. The phrase water concentration might sound confusing at first, so let us break it down. Water concentration refers to the amount of water present relative to the amount of other substances, such as sugars or salts, that are dissolved in it. These dissolved substances are called solutes. To illustrate this, imagine two beakers that each contain the same total volume of water, where water molecules are shown as blue particles. If we add one solute particle to the left beaker and three solute particles to the right beaker, then the right beaker will have a higher solute concentration. Since the right beaker contains more solute molecules, it has fewer water molecules per unit of solute, and therefore it has a lower water concentration. In contrast, the left beaker with fewer solutes has a higher water concentration. The key takeaway here is that it is not the absolute amount of water that determines concentration, but the ratio of water molecules to solute molecules. So, in this example, the left beaker has a higher water concentration than the right one. Let us now look at how osmosis applies to living cells. Imagine a simplified diagram where the inside of a cell is on the left and the outside environment is on the right. These two areas are separated by the cell's partially permeable membrane. Inside the cell, we find many water molecules along with several solute particles. Outside the cell, there is nearly pure water with very few solute molecules. This means that the water concentration is higher outside the cell and lower inside. Because of this difference, water molecules will naturally move from the area of higher water concentration outside the cell into the area of lower water concentration inside the cell. This movement of water across the membrane from high to low concentration is what we define as osmosis. It is important to remember that osmosis is a passive process, meaning it does not require any input of energy from the cell. The water moves due to its own random motion and the existing concentration gradient. Before we end, here is a quick note from Amadeus. If you want to go further, we have a completely free learning platform where you can watch more of our videos, answer interactive questions, and track your progress across different science and mathematics topics. You can access it by clicking on our logo shown on the screen or by following the link provided in the description below this video. We have also organized all the relevant videos into playlists so you can watch them in order. That is everything for now. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you again soon.